What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Cobra Kai Season 4, episode number 5. And they left us with a hanger.
Yes.
One that I am very much looking forward to. Because it's kind of been one of like the really fun aspects of this show, is Daniel having all these reunions with everyone that he's dealt with through the original movies.
Yes,
and
Chosen.
I feel like, outside of maybe Chosen, I feel like Silver's the one who probably gave him the most trauma. And
well, there was a lot there. A literal lot.
yeah, like, he friended him. He thought he was, like, being mentored by Silver. He thought he was helping him in, like, a really weak moment because him and Miyagi were having some problems. And Daniel, as a young kid, kind of put his trust and faith in Silver, and then it all got flipped on him. And it made him and turned him into a person that he is not.
Yeah.
He is not aggressive. He is not violent. He is not obviously a strike first type of a person. And, you know, he went through a lot of hell. He almost died one time when the whole contract thing on the cliff when he was trying to get the bonsai tree. So, like, he went through a lot in that movie. And, I mean, it was basically all Silver's responsibility kind of pushing that and leading that revenge, you could say,
Against a teenager.
Against a teenager. So I feel like there's a lot there, and you kind of saw it in Daniel's face when he kind of showed up. He was just kind of like, oh shit. Like, even though Daniel ended up winning the moment, he went through some shit. So one of my favorite things is these reunions, and I'm so excited to kind of see how this one plays out, because I feel like this is some of the content that's hard.
Yeah.
And they've nailed every single one of them, whether it was Ali or Chosen or Kumiko or even Johnny or like any of them. Like, I feel like all these reunions have been really good.
Yes.
And I'm very much looking forward to it. It's some of my favorite stuff.
Absolutely.
And, you know, Johnny and Daniel, I feel like, are in a little bit of this because Miguel is really latched on to Daniel, and Daniel's kind of given him a lot of good lessons, and it's really made Miguel think. But I feel like, you know, with Kreese and Silver showing up there like that, I think that might kind of, hopefully kind of erase some of those issues in Johnny's head. Like, Johnny doesn't know who Silver is. So this is also going to be interesting to see how he responds. But I'm kind of hoping them showing up kind of like, I don't know if this is going to be like an aggressive thing or what it's going to be, but hopefully Johnny can kind of put it aside and realize that they have something bigger to deal with.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, especially for the kids. Like, the kids need to see a united front.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the last thing they need is to be fighting and splitting up back into just two different camps and training for this.
Sounds like a dysfunctional family. I mean, the parents splitting up.
It absolutely does. But, like, the kids, I feel like they're all, like, all the main ones, they're all going through some things, some shifts and, like, mental and kind of just the way their thought process is going with things. You're seeing Tori kind of get humbled a little bit, maybe not in the best way. Like, that's not, I mean, she's going through some things right now.
She's a kid.
And I don't feel like those situations are being handled properly. But
Even
again,
though she's a little shit.
Kids,
she's still a kid.
Kids will be kids, and they tease and they joke. They punk on each other and they bully each other.
That's not good, though.
I feel like Tori is having a little bit of a shift, even though she's kind of getting that light kind of lit under her a little bit. But Sam, she's building a new attitude, and a lot of it has to do with Johnny and his lesson and jumping from one building to the next. So it's going to be interesting to see how these kids' personalities are shifting and the way their attitudes are shifting, and how the adults are going to handle it. And, like, how is Daniel going to kind of respond to Sam's new attitude when maybe he asks her to do something and she's like, fuck you, I don't have to do what you say, I do what I want.
You better not. Like, you do not talk to your parents like that.
Because that's kind of the lesson that Daniel taught her, is like, you do everything your parents tell you to. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this whole dynamic works with the kids and, like, things shifting, and then how it's going to, like, handle with the adults and the parents and all that stuff. But it's all pretty interesting. And then you've got Robbie, who's kind of just being Robbie.
I feel bad for him because, like,
I feel
parent issues.
I mean, he's got a lot of parent issues, and
because you can't just like mommy issues or daddy issues, because it's both of them.
Yeah.
Mommy was absent. Daddy totally absent.
See, I feel like he's actually in a decent place right now, because I don't feel like he's getting completely influenced by Cobra Kai and Kreese. But at the same time, like when he went and kind of confronted his dad, he basically recited everything that Silver recited to him. So like this whole him being afraid thing and him not being afraid anymore, again, it's another thing that I'm wondering how that's going to shift his character and kind of his personality and his mindset with all this. Is that going to turn him into someone with a little bit more aggression, more attitude, more willingness to go fight? Because they almost had another brawl. And,
well,
you know,
is Robbie turning into Johnny with all of his parent issues and no one to really go to?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go to Kreese. I mean,
no.
Silver, I've really liked Sober Silver. Can we call him that, Sober Silver? Because his mindset and the conversations and the lessons that he's trying to teach, and he even kind of like turned it around on Kreese a little bit. I really like where Silver's at. I feel like he's kind of like stealing the show. Like he kind of beat Robbie up a little bit, which stop beating up kids. But like the message to Robbie was a good one. But again, I don't know if that's going to end up being a negative or a positive reaction in terms of how he's going to use that message.
Right.
I do like Silver's addition so far in this show. I feel like it's been a nice burn. He tied the ponytail back. He put the gi on. He's with Cobra Kai. Nikki needs to hear the laugh. I don't know if we're going to get the laugh because he's not on drugs right now.
Thank you for the edit.
Yes, I added it.
The edit. It wasn't like the full one, but a little bit.
I just had to throw it in there for a little bit.
What happened at the end of that scene?
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how that continues to develop and what exactly they're going to have to say to Daniel and Johnny. And obviously Miguel kind of punked them with the whole sprinkler thing. And I feel like that's going to result in something bad potentially. But again, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of shifts playing out here. I'm very curious to see. And I just can't wait to see what this interaction is going to look like.
Yes.
Do you have any other thoughts?
No.
Let's go.
Daniel LaRusso. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, right. Bullshit.
Fair enough. I'd probably react the same way if I were you. My past behavior was inexcusable. If I could go back and undo it all, I would. All I can say now is I'm truly sorry. And I assure you, I'm not that man anymore.
Liar. I don't know what padded room you crawled out of, Silver, or what twisted game you two are playing. But if you don't get off my property right now, I swear to God.
Your dad is pissed. Who is that guy?
I have no idea.
Okay, I tried. We'll still hold our students to a moratorium on fighting before the tournament for what it's worth. Provided, of course, you do the same. Just remember our deal. If Cobra Kai wins the All Valley, you two are done teaching. For good.
It's not gonna happen. Because you're not gonna win. Now get the hell out of here.
Does it really come down to this? Johnny Lawrence playing second fiddle to little Danny LaRusso?
No one's second fiddle. This is my dojo as much as it is his.
Sign out front says Miyagi-Do.
Unless you want it crammed up your ass sideways, you better take off after your bridge partner. All right, who the hell was that?
LaRusso can sure hold a grudge, can he? What now?
Now, we get to work. So we can wipe them out with that arrogant little prick.
Arrogant? Wait a minute. Did you just walked into his backyard? What? I'm sorry?
Oh, I like this. This is going to be fun.
We just had a little powwow with the senseis at Miyagi-Do. From here on out, there'll be no more fighting until the tournament.
We should always show our enemies no mercy.
But there's a time to fight.
No need to waste a punch if it's not going to score a point.
If your enemies do something to mess with you or laugh in your face, take all that anger and store it, because you're going to need it when the time comes. Is that understood?
Yes, sensei!
Talking to you too, Kreese.
After I beat Barnes, I never saw Silver again until today.
So let me get this straight. A year after our title fight, they put you straight through to the finals. It's bullshit.
The game has changed, and we need to change with it, which is why I need to take over our students' training from now on. It's a Miyagi-Do defeated Silver last.
Doesn't mean it's gonna work this time. Look, if you're so worried about this son of a bitch, why don't we go down there and kick his ass right?
Because that's exactly what he wants. Why do you think he showed up at my dojo? Everything he does.
Your dojo.
No, you know what I mean. Silver's a psychopath. You cannot strike first with this guy. I just want what's best for Miguel and all of your students.
Oh, so now you know what's best for Miguel, huh?
I'm just saying.
You think one win by 1 point 30 years ago makes you better than me?
Johnny.
One lucky kick doesn't make you the better fighter. I was Cobra Kai's #1 student. If anybody knows how to beat them, it's me.
They strike first, you strike firster.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna play defense all day, I'll tell you that.
Worked against Silver and you.
We both know if we fought 10 times, I'd have beat you 9.
We have fought 10 times.
I love that Daniel tells him the whole story about Silver, and all he took away from that was that Daniel got to go straight to the finals.
You think you beat me again? Prove it.
Oh God, boys, you both have a big one, okay? Jesus, pissing match.
Yeah, that's right, Dom.
You're on.
Tomorrow, sundown on the sparring deck. You better not back out.
Oh, I'll be there.
Is this really happening again? Oh my God, they're gonna fight tournament style to settle it once and for all.
Man, had a few ups and downs.
Hey, he's got
still
purple
turned
hair
out pretty
now.
rich. Not much dirt other than some toxic waste scandal in Borneo back in the 80s.
How'd you even find out his name?
I took a picture at the dojo, then found an old facial recognition beta test and tweaked the code to make it compatible with HEIC.
You guys won't believe this. Sensei got drunk and went on a Twitter rant.
Shit.
It looks like he and Sensei LaRusso are gonna have a rematch.
Who does he even think he's tweeting to? You're his only follower.
He seems serious about it. So this is real? Sensei and Sensei are gonna throw down. That's awesome.
Terry Silver happened. He's a certified whack job from my past who's just come back to Cobra Kai.
Another one. Are there any other Cobra Kais from your past that are going to come out of the woodwork and destroy our lives?
No.
Just one more, hopefully.
Well, I can't say that for sure. Don't worry.
See, I can't say that for sure.
We better see Mike Barnes at some point. That would be so awesome.
Okay.
He's playing the Rocky music. Let's go.
And running on the beach. Hell yeah.
Oh, what's this scene? What?
Is that new?
What was that? I love this. Oh my God.
The eagle. What's the eagle?
Oh man, this is so good.
I've tried to make this work and Johnny's impossible.
No, he's not. He's just has a different style.
It's not a different style. It's the wrong style, okay? Now's not the time to be aggressive. We have to double down on Miyagi-Do. But don't worry, there's not going to be any fight.
Miyagi-Do is all about avoiding fights whenever possible.
And since when do you have a problem with that?
Since a psycho attacked me with nunchucks. I just want to learn both styles so I have twice the techniques to draw from if I have to face Tori at the tournament.
You sure you could wait that long? Your mom told me about the birthday party. It seems you're the one doing the instigating.
Compared to what Tori's done, that was nothing.
I get that. But you know we don't believe in aggression. That's not how we act.
Maybe that's not how you act, but I can make my own decisions.
Oh, she's snapping the bottle like Johnny. What the
Here's the thing. You're young and you don't have that part of the brain yet. So you may think it's great, but you're not thinking about consequences, girlfriend.
Mommy lessons with Nikki.
Ugh, kids. I only learned it because of my own bullshit. I mean, not that I was a fighter, but damn, you just don't think about consequences.
I understand you want to defeat your enemies, and you will, when it matters. Until then, just stay focused on your training. Is that understood?
Yes, Sensei.
With conviction?
Yes, Sensei! Just because we can't fight doesn't mean we can't get a little payback.
What do you have in mind?
Oh God, here we go.
Good timing. Come on, you gonna help me win or what?
Honestly, Sensei, I kind of just wish you weren't fighting at all.
Too bad, because it's go time.
If you win, we just train Eagle Fang. There's no Miyagi-Do.
You got it, Pontiac.
What if I don't want to stop learning Miyagi-Do?
What the hell are you saying? You want him to win?
No. I guess the way I see it, no matter who wins, nobody wins.
Somebody always wins. That's how fights work.
One of them wins and the kids lose.
I've tried to do the right thing. I thought if we taught together, we could make the kids stronger.
It is still beyond me that he is almost 60 years old, dude.
You gotta watch where you sit next time, pal.
Are those deleted scenes or something?
I don't remember that at all.
It's only a matter of time before somebody gets hurt.
The way the sound is all messed up, it sounds like it's a deleted scene.
His ideas are dangerous for my students, for my daughter, Fighting him is the only way to move forward. And if I'm wrong, I just hope that you'll forgive me.
Can I get you gentlemen started with something from the bar?
Yeah, cutting in water. I want you to know I'm glad you came on board, but I want to make sure that we're both on the same page.
So they're gonna fight now.
Cobra Kai never backs down from a fight. We always strike first.
But you already did. I'm talking about Robbie Keane. You never told me his father was Johnny Lawrence. You stole the man's son. If that's not a direct attack, I don't know what is. Now you've got him and the rest of the kids wrapped up in all your old drama.
I've got everything under control, including Robbie.
No offense, John, but that's not how it looks from where I'm sitting. You were right about me, John. I was living a lie. I lost who I was along the way. Now, there's nothing I want more than a second chance at finishing what we started. I just want to make sure this time we win. And the only way to do that is to forget about the past. Focus on our students. LaRusso will have to shut down Miyagi-Do. Johnny Lawrence will rue the day he ever left Cobra Kai. So, what do you say?
How do you not embrace that mindset?
I say we've got a victory in our future.
But again, Kreese is very, like, he'll, like, go with the flow just as long as he has to before he, like, switches things out.
Yeah.
Tattoo shop's closed for the day.
What the fuck is this?
You assholes just ignoring the no fighting rules?
Oh, we're not here to fight.
What the fuck?
They're gonna shave his fucking head. What the hell?
Super inappropriate.
What are all the kids doing here?
That's what happens when you broadcast your life all over social media.
Look, maybe there's a better way.
You just won't admit it.
Don't you ever think you might be wrong about anything?
What are we doing here? You want to rehash your entire baseless argument from last night in front of these kids?
No, I want what's best for them.
What's best for them is Miyagi-Do. And if fighting you is the only way I could get there, then let's just get this done.
All right, LaRusso, let's finish this.
Daniel's wrong.
Yeah.
What's best for them is them being in agreement together, focusing on the kids.
I kind of love this though.
Wait, Lawrence.
True to the motto painted on his former dojo wall.
Oh my god, dude. Although I kind of want to see the crane a little bit.
That felt very much like one of the points during his fight against Dutch.
Oh boy.
He's using the stuff Chosen showed him.
Oh shit, okay.
You got any more dirty tricks up your sleeve?
I'm not the one who fights dirty.
Oh my god. I love the slow-mo. That is...
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Go to another angle.
There is no other angle.
Don't you guys have another phone?
Hawk? Shit, Eli, what happened?
Who did this?
Cobra Kai?
Kreese and Silver did this. They need to pay.
Kreese tried to kill you last time. What do you want to fight them both?
Damn right I do. Look what they did.
Dousing the fire with gasoline. That's your answer?
Still think your way is the only way. You were so proud when they pulled their little sprinkler prank the other day. But if they stood their ground and kicked some ass like I taught them, this never would have happened.
And if they fight every time they're provoked, where does that lead? Back to the hospital? Or to jail? Come on, just because you spent your share of time above.
Johnny's right. Doesn't matter how many times we stand up to Cobra Kai. If we don't strike back, they're gonna keep coming at us.
You're worried about my influence on your kids? Is this what you want, Johnny? To have my daughter and the rest of my students acting like you?
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about it anymore, because we're done.
Works for me.
Eagle Fangs, let's go.
I feel really bad for Hawk. I mean, you shouldn't have been shitty, but also you don't deserve that either. Everybody's in the wrong. Everyone is in the wrong, basically, is what I'm saying.
This is such a difficult situation.
That episode
because
felt so fast.
It was very short. I feel like they all have a correct point, but I feel like their perspective and their way of approaching it is what's wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, I agree with what Daniel's saying, but I feel like his mindset is wrong.
Right.
I agree a lot with what Johnny's saying, but his approach feels wrong.
Right.
So, I wish... Johnny even said it before their fight. He's like, it's about the kids, but... Daniel feels like he has that tunnel vision right now, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with Silver being back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Silver.
That set him off, for sure.
He's a lot.
It definitely triggered him, for sure. Which, we kind of talked about it at the beginning. He gave him, like, legitimate trauma. Mm-hmm. And obviously something that he hasn't forgotten, or something that hasn't left him. And just seeing him after all those years... it's kind of turned him into an aggressive person.
Absolutely.
And it's dangerous because him and Johnny, in terms of their philosophy, is just different. And Johnny's actually trying to be more calm, but also is agreeing with the idea of attacking and fighting back. Mm-hmm. Where Daniel's like super aggressive, but he wants to play defense. So it's like, it's almost like they're contradicting each other with their tones, which I think is, if I was a high school kid, I'd be like, what the fuck am I supposed to be thinking right now? Like, you could see the confusion in all their faces. Like, Sam's just like, I want to go with...
She did. She absolutely did. She was like, do I have to stay with my dad?
And Robbie was, or not Robbie, and Miguel was like, I want to stay here. Like, they're learning. This is what's interesting. I feel like they've learned kind of some of the really beneficial parts of each of their teachings, even though Sam kind of talked back to Daniel, which we kind of predicted.
Yeah.
Which has definitely created a little bit of tension with father-daughter there, which... can't wait. I know it's coming. I can't wait till I have those moments with my daughters.
Yep.
But,
9 and 7, y'all. 9 and 7.
Like, I'm just trying to think of myself as a high school kid dealing with all this drama that they're dealing with. Physical abuse, mental abuse, and this idea that the two adults that we're supposed to be looking up to, they can't agree. Everything is, like, contradicting themselves, and they don't know what to do, and... when you're in high school, things like that shit is hard. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
You don't.
It kind of shows that the adults don't know what the fuck's going on either. We don't always have all the right answers when you're an adult.
We are just...
You just got to base it off of experiences that you've been through.
Flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, so I just feel like there's just a lot of confusion. There's a lot of contradiction. And surprisingly enough, Cobra Kai is stable. As long as Kreese isn't bullshitting Silver at their dinner.
Right, that
they're on the same page now.
About victories and futures. And...
yeah. It feels like they've kind of got on the same page. They went and attacked Hawk. Dude, that fucking sucks for him.
It does.
And he just changed the color. He made it purple, which looked dope. And the fact that they shaved that off, like, that shit was iconic. That was one of those super dope things that made him feel good. It gave him confidence. And now it's gone. And
well, I didn't like how Hawk was starting to act shitty.
I mean, he wasn't really starting to act shitty. He kind of got himself into a situation and was just fucking with Kenny. And, like, he saw Kenny about to throw a punch. So he kind of, and then he saw him wearing the Cobra Kai shirt. So he kind of like,
be shitty about that
he
stuff.
could have
He's
handled,
just a little kid.
He could have handled that better, yes. But I wouldn't say in general that he shifted much. I just think he saw basically like a bull seeing red. He saw a Cobra Kai logo and he kind of just puffed up and wanted to kind of be tough.
That makes sense.
But I think...
I feel bad for Kenny.
I mean, Kenny is now fully in Cobra Kai, and it's going to be interesting to see what his development looks like for the rest of the season. But, I mean, I don't think Hawk's in a bad... I think Hawk is in a really good spot. I feel really horrible for him. I hope he could channel this in a positive way and use it to his advantage. Because losing something like that and getting kind of jumped like that and losing something that is so important to you is,
I mean, it's not brutal. Like, you know, you ripped his shirt.
Right.
You literally physically touched him. You don't touch anybody's hair.
It's like, how long will it take him to grow that hair back?
A while. A good, probably.
Like a long time, right? Yeah. So, like, that's fucked up, and I feel for him. But I kind of feel like everyone on Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do right now, they're just in complete disarray. I don't see how they get this stuff back together, because you've got Eagle Fangs who don't necessarily want to stay with Johnny, and you got Miyagi-Dos who don't necessarily want to stay with Daniel, and one of them being his daughter, which is going to create a really uncomfortable and awkward dynamic.
Yes.
While we've got Cobra Kai over here kind of doing their strike first thing, getting revenge, but on the same page, which it feels like they've met, like, without even knowing about it, they basically successfully did the divide and conquer thing, where they've divided them up and now they gotta just conquer it. With Robbie and Tori, I feel like they're really strong. As long as they kind of just stay on the line. I'm just concerned for, you know, Johnny and Daniel, because I don't feel like they're going to be able to have their shit together.
No. Yeah.
It's a tough situation. It's a really tough situation, because, again, it feels like there's right and wrong on every side. Absolutely. And it's just a matter of being able to get it organized and figuring out how they come together, if they do come together. Do people leave Eagle Fang to join Miyagi-Do? Does Miyagi-Do...
That probably is what's
do they end up
happen.
Would it be better, like, obviously under different circumstances, maybe not necessarily with, like, Johnny and his training methods, but it'd probably be better for Sam to not be training with her dad.
No, you definitely need a different perspective when it's your, you know, parent or child.
Because I could speak for, obviously, the 9-year-old that we have. She listens to every other coach more than she listens to me, despite me having many years of experience. I know what I'm talking about with, like, baseball, and obviously she's playing softball. But, like, she listens to everyone else more than me. So it might be good for her if it wasn't under the circumstances of Johnny and being so different than Daniel. But, like, it could be good for her, but it also could be bad for her. I don't know. Again, it feels like there's good, bad, right, wrong all over the place. Like,
yes,
there is no direct, that person's right or that person's wrong.
Right.
It feels like, yeah, you're right and you're wrong, and you're right and you're wrong, which is just...
It's a mess.
It is a mess.
It's a big old mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was very entertaining watching them fight again, and the fact that they both basically knocked each other out for a split second was hilarious.
It was perfect, though.
The training montages were great, too.
Yes.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No.
All right, y'all. You guys leave all your comments down below. We will catch you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.